How's it going, everyone? My name is Maximilian, and you're watching the 28th episode of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, The Online Warrior. What's up, folks? Welcome back to The Online Warrior for Ultimate Marvel 3, a video series highlighting online ranked games where I go against a variety of opponents and break down that moment that I think is crucial in winning a match. I also like to bring up topics of the community every once in a while, and at the end of this video, I give you a chance to submit a video response with your own gameplay clips, and I'd happily watch those while providing commentary and breaking down that decisive moment in the match as well. But before we get into these current games at hand, I actually had a little bit of a moment when I was making the other Online Warriors where I was realizing something. I wanted to start picking up other characters and changing the things around with my team. Now, there's been something on my team that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and specifically it's to put Strider on point. Now, this is a kind of a challenging thing because Strider on point is a very execution-heavy character and requires some pretty good team synergy to make this happen. I don't know too many characters in Marvel, and when it comes to a game like Marvel, there's a lot of aspects to learning a character, probably even more so than other current fighting games like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter 4, and Soul Calibur. I feel like learning a character in Marvel takes some time, especially to get that character really good. So I made a small adjustment. If you notice, these matches I'll be running, and I run them the whole night, actually don't feature Strider as the third character, the anchor character in teams anymore. He's actually in the second place. Now, this doesn't do very much as far as a overall glazed perspective, but Strider is a character that has very little health, and if he does not have proper techniques to keep him safe on certain moves, and he doesn't get out in time, he dies really fast. But what I wanted was literally to use the character a lot more. Strider Hiryu is my favorite character in a fighting game, practically, right next to, like, Ken, and I really want to use Strider more. Like, I kind of don't like the fact that he's constantly on the back ends of team and he's like the level 3 X Factor character. I kind of want him to be the character that I get to play more as, and when you get those chances, it's either you're dead on an incoming and they mix you up, or you don't get to fight very long because he doesn't, get to live nearly as long as the rest of the cast. So until I devise a team that actually can put him on point and make him a really good point character with good assists to back him up, we'll see what happens, but I might need some very necessary get-off-me assists to make that kind of stuff work, like Hagar and Akuma, but I'm not really leaning towards those characters that much. I'm very much a person who's attached to characters for really weird reasons, so, it's kind of the reason why I like Dante, because watching Dante fight is really awesome. Like, Dante's got all these big varieties of moves and things like that. I've been playing Dr. Doom since the original, since Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and he was on my team with Strider, and that's a big reason why I like Strider, because in the original Marvel vs. Capcom, I got introduced to the character back in the mid-late 90s, like around 97, and the day I saw Strider, I was like, man, I gotta play this character. So that's kind of my attachment to using Strider more now. So as you're gonna notice with the gameplays, things either go very well using Doom on point, because Doom actually acts as a great point character, in my opinion, and all I really did was put Strider second and then put Dante last, so I'd like to give this an opportunity to you guys as well. Like I was saying with Street Fighter Cross Tekken in the Online Warrior, I started picking up another character, and this stuff feels refreshing when you start switching up from the teams you normally have. Even though I didn't exactly do that because I don't as much have the time investment, I wanted to try something different and I wanted to use Strider more, so I put him into the second spot, and I found a little bit of decent synergy using Doom on point, Strider in second, and Dante on last, where they can DHC pretty well together. Like, if you're looking for one basis of team synergy, like what you're looking for, the term of what team synergy means when you hear that being tossed around all the time, one of the best basic examples between characters that have good team synergy is your team being able to properly DHC or delayed hyper combo into each other. So if you have a team that could properly do that, it'll do really good damage, and even off of a simple hit, one DHC leading to another can actually lead to a KO for a lot of characters. So it's just something to think about, and I had a lot of fun playing Strider on second point. Even though he gets killed sometimes, it happened just as much with him on the end. I was able to use the character more and start learning more things as far as like keeping him alive as a regular character and not a X Factor character, because as much as it happens a lot, I don't like resorting to level 3 X Factor Ouroboros if it does win a game. Even though it's a really powerful, tactic, it does lose hard to certain things sometimes. So I just want to play the guy more, and hopefully you'll be able to see that throughout the next few matches in the Online Warrior. But let's get into these matches at hand right now. So this one wasn't looking so well at the start. Strider got killed pretty quick, but Doom is remaining alive, and Dante is currently dealing with Wesker, but Wesker does not have X Factor and is nearly not big as a threat as he would be with it. And if this combo is potentially pulled off, this should just about do it. And wow, I forgot that I had a ground bounce at the start, it looks like, and Wesker's still going to be alive, but he jumps down, gets tapped by the final bullet of $1 million, and whoa, through the grab, he's able to go into a follow-up, but the game goes in my favor. So this is a pretty good example of things working out when you have a team and the plan doesn't go the way you think it should go. But in the end, everything prevails, and oh, son of a bitch! Our next game is going up against a Ryu, Wesker on the end, and it looks like Virgil in the middle, so gotta worry about that Wesker on the end. Doom's jumping up, making space with the finger lasers, and Strider, being the coolest dude bro best friend in the world, puts him on the ground for a hard knockdown, and Doom is currently doing work. I don't know if I can go for any more follow-ups after this. Yeah, I was imagining the foot dive was going to miss, but I throw him into the wrong direction, and all of a sudden Ryu's on the complete opposite side, throwing plasma everywhere, and Virgil's in with those swords that do block projectiles, so he can stop my attacks. Looks like Dante's jam session actually beat out the boomerang attack from Virgil. That's pretty crazy. But Virgil definitely wants to make his way in, and Doom is going to stay where Doom is the most powerful, and that's in the air. Ooh, off of a whiffed grab, Doom goes in, and we're going to see some foot dives. Or not, or we're just going to completely drop the combo. Who knows how much lag was happening in this match. That's the crazy thing with Marvel, man, is that you really cannot visually see lag in this game. The game will still run smooth, but you feel lag, so you get this thing called an input delay for you guys that have not played many fighting games online. That's when your attacks are delayed by several frames, and it takes a little bit longer for them to come out based off when you pressed it. But Strider currently is in Ouroboros, and I think this was actually an accident. I did not mean to go into Ouroboros Strider, but turns out for the better, and one of the more dangerous characters on his team has been taken out. But Wesker still remains alive. Missed a grab opportunity with Ryu in the air, but Strider comes in, slaps him in the face, hit by a hurricane kick. Ryu making his approach, goes for the overhead. He could have possibly canceled that into a super maybe, but Strider jumps over to the wall and gives him a taste with the back of his foot. And now we have an issue. The most powerful level 4 X Factor character is currently doing work, and uh-oh, I missed the special jump with Doom. However, Doom is currently doing a couple dashes on the ground, some air foot dives, and with this, oh my gosh, that's the worst time to X Factor. I should have just gone back up for a regular combo, but he doesn't block on the way back down, and the game goes in my favor. And this game is actually a perfect example of why I'm really liking the fact that Strider is the second character on my team, because even as a regular character, the dude gets in there and cleans up with two other of my opponent's characters. So this actually works out really well. Strider took care of one really powerful guy and a character that I didn't really know what he can do, which was Ryu and Virgil. So shoutouts to switching up the team and having things work. Our next game looks like it's going to be up against a Taskmaster on point, with Nova as second character and Arthur as the third. So this is an interesting team. Doom gets a pretty good square jump, moves in and is eating double foot dives in the air with maybe, I don't know if there's any possible way I can kill this character. No, there isn't. I definitely missed my combo there, and the combo was supposed to lead up to Strider as an assist to follow up with Sphere Flame, but that did not happen, and now Doom is in the corner, but was able to grab Taskmaster, and then this should possibly kill Taskmaster. I don't think there's any reason Taskmaster should live here. I think the danger character on this guy's team is actually Arthur as well, which has a pretty good assist, and is, oh no, okay, so the Plasma Beam ends up missing, and because he rolled out of the corner, my canceled super went into his level 3 and not the level 1. So now we have a huge problem. Taskmaster's riding very little life, and he ends up killing Doom completely, so that is really bad because he was on the verge of death and all it needed was a super. But blocking Nova's overhead, Strider's in the corner, gotta find a way out, but looks like I went for a teleport to get out of the corner, and I am definitely paying for it right now. Guys got some pretty good combos, misses the standing special, but I'm not even too sure where I should have been blocking there. Nova goes for the super, but Strider's Vajra kick actually goes right through it. He tries to do it again, but now I have Dante in, and I bring in Dante at a completely inopportune moment, kind of like a moment of desperation, and this will probably kill him. Yes, he makes a good choice in X Factoring. Now Strider has to deal with the mix-up, and where is this going to go? Oh, You'll see a lot of the time if you try to get Strider's, orb to shoot a guy off the ground, you'll get the wall cling instead if you did it too fast. But with that, he takes the round, and let's see what happened earlier in this game. Now, like we were saying, there was that moment right in the first match where I get Taskmaster caught up in 2 separate combos, and in the second combo, I miss the Tiger Knee jump up into the Plasma Beam that would then lead into the Finger Lasers, and I think this part pretty much did it. That led to Taskmaster killing Doom and completely messing up the rest of my team, and then Strider didn't stand much of a chance because he didn't have a pretty good assist to back him up. So this is another one of those things, man. You got to be really sure to clean your plate and finish up those combos, and it's something I definitely need to practice. And let's move into those couple of gameplay matches sent in by subscribers like you guys, and we're going to go ahead and provide commentary for these games. Our first game comes in from Steps, and it looks like he's using Hulk, Dante, and Doom against a Spencer, Dr. Doom, and Wesker on the back end. Got to be nervous about that Wesker X Factor. But his Doom is currently making approach with a really good assist that really fits Hulk really well, which is Dante's hidden missiles, or Doom's hidden missiles. Hulk making the smash happen, making his approach on Spencer, missiles behind him, dashing repeatedly looking for that offense, but Spencer makes his way out with a wire grapple. Oh, smacking the good doctor in the face, and Spencer is still eating the missiles in the air. With this, the corner, we're going to see a gigantic meteor fall from the sky. And will Dante follow up with the combo? Wow, that is some interesting synergy. He actually went for the OTG, and there is not too much hit stun for him to keep continuing, so this is some pretty cool stuff. The only sad part is that he is in Devil Trigger, which means he does not get the opportunity to get more meter to do more combo damage, so that's pretty interesting, though. That was actually some really cool looking stuff. He's going up against Doom right now, and Doom is making some space with the Finger Lasers, which he should be doing. But Dante gets a quick catch off of the hidden missiles, and Doom is making his offense very much, but Dante's throwing energy into the sky and preventing a lot of Doom's offense, but some really good blocking here. He's choosing to chicken block right at the moment, but he gets eaten by a foot dive in the corner, and that is possibly the worst place you can ever get foot doved is the corner, man. Takes about 7 more foot dives to the face, and ends with a Plasma Beam into Finger Lasers and a Maximum Wesker to finish off the evening. But here we go. Wesker's got to make his approach. Chooses not to mix up Hulk. He's probably afraid of what Hulk can do on incoming with those armor moves. But Hulk goes for another OTG Super, but it does not work. And Wesker does a full-screen gunshot into Team Super. Interesting use of meter. Chooses to X Factor in the middle, hoping to kill Hulk, but does not get it. However, with this combo, that should just about do it. The big green man is dead, and now it's Doom against Doom. Foot dives are going to be everywhere in this game, and there it is! Land one confirmed mid-screen. Will he be able to get a combo? Goes for the old-school mid-screen combo. Double energy in the air to end it with the Finger Lasers, and chooses not to X-Factor. He's actually keeping himself, keeping his teammate alive, or his opponent alive. I don't know what he's actually thinking here. But goes into Finger Lasers again. This is actually a good moment, but misses his opportunity. There usually is enough hit stun off of Finger Lasers to go into more damage and to just do a foot dive, but he does not get it. Blocks the Maximum Wesker. I don't know if there's much he can do to punish Wesker here except a blocked Plasma Beam. But, ooh, good call, good call. Yeah, Wesker went up for the gunshot, and unfortunately you can't do that against Doom and X Factor. He is going to get you every single time, and Steps takes the game. And do you remember just earlier how we were saying that the bad decision might have been to save your X Factor and not kill Doom? Well, actually, that ended up being probably a really good decision, as you saved your X Factor for Wesker at the very end, and it made it really difficult for him to make any approaches, and he got hit and chipped out by the majority of your X Factor damage. So I think that's what did it in this game. You saved X Factor for that final character. Our next match comes in from Hybrid Maniac, and he's using Frank West on point with Ryu and Deadpool. Pretty interesting team, going up against a Virgil, Wesker, and Dr. Doom. Virgil starts to open the game with a full-screen super, not the best of ideas. Frank making his approach. Where are the knees? There are the knees. Puts Virgil on the ground, but gets hit by a missile and loses his opportunity, but goes into crouching heavy into a combo, but misses the axe extension. And now he is currently dealing with a Virgil mix-up, getting slapped to the ground multiple times, another time with the TAC down, and then Wesker doing the evil business that he usually does, goes into the Team Super from the down-forward gunshot. That move is nothing but evil. Uses the invincibility off of the Super to bring Ryu in for a safe DHC, and with the energy on the screen, Ryu is back in, collides with a Hurricane Kick in the air, currently trying to stop Wesker from doing whatever he's doing in the air, but Doom's missiles are definitely like a combo breaker in this game of sorts. Donkey kick to the wall, and all of us, whoa, he uses a light Hurricane Kick to bounce them just up enough to get more of a combo. That's some pretty crazy technology. I've actually never seen Ryu do that before, which is, wow, that's really awesome. Chooses a DHC into Frank, and it kills that character. Uses Deadpool to pop him back up. Doesn't choose to do an extended combo, just levels up. Smacks Doom in the face with a baseball bat. Jumping down, and now Ryu is back in. See how much damage he can do. If Ryu can pull off a similar combo like that on Virgil, he might be able to get it, but no. Virgil goes into the Devil Trigger, throwing Ryu up in the air. Missiles coming down. Supers everywhere. And can't really extend it very much more because he doesn't have any meter, because he is in Devil Trigger and you can't gain meter. Those missiles are coming non-stop, and Virgil's approaches are very hard to deal with. He is a mix-up heavy character, and he's currently making the best of it, throwing a Shinko Hadouken downwards and ends up hitting Virgil. Frank brings him up off the ground, but there's those missiles, man. A perfect combo breaker. Frank currently taking some missiles in block stun in the air, but Virgil gets the down heavy. And this is going to lead into some pretty good damage that might actually kill Frank. No, it doesn't. He chooses to go into another down forward heavy in the mid-screen. I don't know why he didn't go for special there, but Ryu came in, got hit, and now Frank is back in, throws his sword at him, and Frank is dead. And we just got a lone little mercenary all left, but he does have X Factor. Let's see what happens. Makes his approach, misses the slide, and wow, crosses him up in the air and ends up getting hit by the super, but oh no, he got both characters. What will he do with Doom? Will he be able to finish him off? Pops him with chimichangas in the air, wow, and hits him between the legs, and Doom goes down for the entire fight, and he taunts at the end of the match. Don't do that, man, that's not right. So I think the deciding moment in this game is Wesker's death. Early on, Hybrid Maniac got Wesker with Ryu in a pretty crazy bouncing combo that I've never seen before, and was able to successfully DHC into Shopping Cart Frank, and Wesker most likely was the character he was relying on for the final X Factor comeback. So good stuff and very impressive combos from Hybrid Maniac. And that just about does it for this episode of The Online Warrior. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you'd like to submit your videos, please make a video response. I'll gladly provide commentary for your matches in a later episode. Until then, this has been Maximilian, and I'll see you next time.